What up, Moose? As you can see, we're at a U-Haul store. That means we're doing a U-Haul crash. I figured I never documented the process of how we go about this, and I figured, anyone out there trying to do something similar, I wanted to do a quick little video on how to, just to break down the cost, equipment, logistics, because this is our fourth time doing it, but the first time we ever did this back in September of 2024, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I would need, and so I just figured quick little video just to show you guys, because I'd seen artists all over YouTube, like shout out to Hemorrhage, but I'd seen artists all over YouTube do something like this, something similar, and I always wanted to try. I always wanted to try something just to get, people to notice the band, people to just eyeballs on the music, and so far it's worked out well. So if there's anyone out there trying to do something similar, without further ado, let's go rent one of these and show you guys how we do it. Boom. All right, so after everything, the U-Haul runs $86.76. Now let's go get the generator. We just made it to Home Depot. We're gonna pick up a generator. I am not an electrician and I did not want to blow anything up, so I hit up my boy Nate from No Coast Electric, and he helped me figure out that we needed at least 3,500 watts of power. So that's what we got. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but a 3,500 watt generator is what we're picking up because we're running two PV heads. Mine's a 5150, and then my guitar player Stogie, he runs an Ultra 2. We have a little combo bass amp, and then we have a PA system with a couple of mics and then some pedals. So that's the kind of power he recommended. That's the kind of power I'm gonna get. It might be overkill, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not an electrician, but let's go pick one of these up and see how much it costs. All right, just got done loading this thing up. So 3,500, or I guess the EU3000 Honda inverter generator, and that ran, let's see. All right, decided to run in here because it was windy outside. $86. I decided to go with the damage protection just in case anything happened to it, and then a $200 deposit. With the U-Haul, we're sitting at about $160. If we round up, about $200 for everything. Now let's go load up the U-Haul and go to the venue. All right, so we made it to my garage. This is where we've been practicing. Like, I got to load up the PA. I got like my guitar cabs and stuff like that. If you guys are interested, I'll link my other channel. I do like vehicle wraps and stuff like that for a living. But we've been practicing here. So you might see more of this place here pretty soon. I've been doing a fleet of trucks, so there's a bunch of tracks, but I'm by myself, unfortunately. I'm gonna start loading everything up into the U-Haul. I'm gonna set up the tripod, do like a little montage, and then let's get to the venue. All right, catch you in a second. Go. I got the speakers plugged in. They both have the very long speaker cables that are going to go to the PA. I have the two cabs set up and they're tied down so that they're not going to move around while we're driving. I don't have my head plugged in just yet because I have it nice and tight and I don't want it to bend or crack or anything. So yeah, I'm going to have my head here. Stogie's going to have his head there. And then the PA, depending on what side of the street we're on, PA might be on that side, and then the generator is going to go right outside. But I'm going to do a quick test, make sure we have power, that we should be ready to rock, and then off to the venue we go. All right, so this is what we're left with. Everything's plugged in, drums just got dropped off. Stogie's going to be putting up his head here in a little bit. We got two microphones. Well, three actually, because Max has his for gang vocals, and the PA, and we didn't put the generator down there, so we don't have to smell the fumes. But yeah, $200. You guys can definitely get this going. You guys can definitely do this, and go after it. Venue's right over there. Been handing out some cards, letting people know. Word's been spreading, and all that's left to do is rock and roll. All right, we'll catch you on the next one.